Hello, I'm Rick Lucas, the experimenter. I'm going on a different kind of adventure tomorrow. It's a huge honor. I'm going to meet the founder of Number JUAN Tequila, Alex Reymundo, world famous comedian. Very cool. Every time I hear his name, I met him because I introduced him on stage at a Christmas party where he was doing a gig at, right? He was doing a show. So I got to introduce him, and so now every time I hear his name, I think, Alex Reymundo! Sorry, Alex. I'm sure you're going to get tired of hearing that. I'm going to quit. I really am. I practiced that for about 100 times before I went up there. I was kind of nervous. That's about the only thing I think I really got right. I hope he puts up with me for that. I posted the short of that. Actually, I'll try to leave a link to it maybe in the description or something to me bringing him up on stage. It was pretty cool. But he's the founder of Number JUAN Tequila. It's actually really good. I feel like tequila kind of best fits that term. When somebody made this term up, I think they were talking about tequila. Drink responsibly. I think so. Because usually most people, you mention tequila, me too, have a little bit of PTSD. Like tequila. I think I'm having a bit of a flashback. Yeah, we threw the empty keg in the pool because somebody was drowning. It floats, right? Anyway, you get the point. I think most people have a story like that. That's the last time they want to talk about tequila, right? But this is different. I tried the Anejo. It's kind of smoky, and I think it was aged in like bourbon barrels or something. Very interesting. It was very smoky. It was really good. 1 second. I know you hate this, but we have to talk about our sponsor, Bluegrass World of Wheels. Okay, there'll be a little website down here. Their show's coming up January 24th, 25th. If you want to be a vendor or enter a car, you got to get to it. You got to get it in now. Okay, it's going to be a great show. They're our biggest sponsor. Great people. If someone mentions in the comments that they like that koozie right there, I've got one to give away. You say something in the comments that you want it, I'll send it to you. You got to be willing to. I got to mail it to you. And the second person, if you want one of those, hey, I'm giving them away. Anyway, back to the show. All right, so we're going to talk to Alex Reymundo tomorrow. They've been around for a long time, actually, 2012, I think. But they have Anejo, Reposado, and Blanco. And we're going to learn all about that, and it's going to be great. This tequila is smoky and good. I think we're going to really enjoy it. He's got some great cocktails on his website, too. So his website will be, during the interview, you'll see his website, and there's recipes. You got to try them. You got to try them. Anyway, here we go. Okay, great. I'm Rick Lucas. I'm here with
notes.
I got notes. I'm ready to my new friend Alex Reymundo. I'm sorry.
You know what, dude? People always do that with my name, and I love it. I freaking love it. When I was in third grade, the teacher would be like, Ramirez, Reynolds, Reymundo.
I can't help it every time.
It's a good name.
Well, I brought you up on stage there the other night. I was so happy to do that. I've never done anything like that before. I must have practiced
you did a great job.
75 times in my living room. I bet the neighbors going by looking in were like, is he okay?
I lost the bet. I said that you practiced 76 times.
75 and a half. I screwed up a couple times.
You did a great job.
I appreciate that. I did, and now every time I hear or see your name, I want to go, Alex Reymundo.
Reymundo.
All right, I'm sorry.
It rolls off the tongue.
I'll stop one of these days, man. I promise.
I like it.
I didn't know. I checked out your website. Your website's pretty cool. I don't know if you know this or not, but they spelled your name wrong in one place.
They always do. And you know what? I shouldn't say they always do. When they do, the venue that does it, either it's always a Mexican. I'm like, it's in Spanish. How are you misspelling this?
I'd have bet you $1,000 if some white guy that screwed it up and spelled it
No, it's always, and my name will be somewhere else that's correct. I'm like, all right, you're just slacking.
You're messing with me now. Are you messing with me?
Yeah,
right.
That's what it is.
But the website's pretty cool, and something about tequila that I've always, quite frankly, until I really tried yours. For example, I was at the Tamales and Tequila. We got a small bottle of yours, and I was kind of saving that, right? Mm-hmm. And I was giving out the other stuff to whoever walked up, okay?
Okay.
And I was saving that for, like, the pretty girls, you know. I was like, que bonita, ven aquí, por favor, you know. Bella mujer, puede esto.
It's like my pickup line when I was 13.
It never worked. I mean, I gave away some of your tequila.
Good.
They were okay with that, but it didn't get me anywhere. But I practiced that about 15 times, too.
Your pronunciation is great, bro.
Not bad, not bad.
Your pronunciation.
But I've always kind of thought, like, drink responsibly was meant for tequila, maybe.
You know what? You know how every liquor company puts a little tag to drink responsibly? Because you should. We always say, drink responsibly, only have Juan.
And I can't
have some fun with it.
Something else I'm bad about, too, I hope it's okay, but I can't resist going Number Juan.
Number Juan.
The Number Juan Tequila. I want everybody to understand it's Number Juan.
It's Number Juan. It's not Number One. Number Juan.
Excellent. But, well, tell me how you got started, if you don't mind. I mean,
stand-up or tequila?
Tequila. Let's start with tequila.
Yeah,
whatever you want to talk about.
Tequila, just I've always consumed it ever since I was 16, 17. It was what I enjoyed. I drink, to this day, I drink maybe 7 or 10 beers a year. I just don't drink beer. And I just discovered that I love tequila and always consumed it. And when my stand-up career started, I drank it on stage, and the bottles got, better and better. And then I stumbled across this distillery, Revesca, in a little town called Amatitan, Jalisco. I'm saying it slowly so everybody can pronounce it correctly. It's literally 2 kilometers from the original town of tequila, in the shadow of the volcano Tequila. And the family's been there a century, growing agave, distilling about 60 years. And I drank their tequila. In Mexico, it's called Regalo de Dios, which means gift from God. And when I drank it, I just loved. They have 4 bottles. I absolutely loved all 4 bottles, which I can't say that about any other brand that I've ever drank, except maybe a Fortaleza and a few other brands. And I just wanted to drink it. I wanted to drink Regalo de Dios on stage. And I asked the distiller, I said, I've never seen these bottles. I've never seen the brand anywhere. Where in the U.S. can I find it? I'm going to start drinking it on stage. And he said, you can't, because we don't have a U.S. presence. And so I acquired it.
Here we go.
I could hear my father's voice. By the way, that's my dad on the neck of every bottle.
Nice.
I could hear my father's voice in Spanish saying, no seas pendejo, which means don't be a dumbass. So I acquired the rights, and it took me almost 2 years. And our first bottles landed in Kentucky and Texas. And that was 13 years ago. Well, it's 12. It'll be 13 next year. But here we go. It's now called Number Juan in the U.S., and I hope you give it a shock. No pun intended.
I swear that Anejo, I like the Anejo.
Extra Anejo.
Extra Anejo. It is kind of smoky, almost, but not quite bourbon-y. I don't know if that's a word or not.
Well, no, you're right. You're absolutely right, because what this is, this is the foundation. This is what Kevin, the camera guy, is drinking, everybody. That's why the camera looks so good. It's this bottle after we put this white tequila in a bourbon barrel for 3.5 years. So the color that you see and the profile difference, the taste difference, comes strictly from the barrel. Nothing has been added.
But this is the only tequila I've ever tried where I wanted to kind of sip it. In the past, it was always, okay, give me a lime and some salt.
Yeah.
And you're just going to
through this. Give me through this.
Let me get it down, and then you try to move on to the next thing. But this is something you can really kind of sit and...
No, it's beautiful. That particular bottle, these bottles have been to 6 national tequila blind taste test festivals. And this bottle has, we've been to, 6. Is that sorry? No, 5, forgive me. And this bottle has walked away with 6 gold medals at a blind taste test when you don't know what you're drinking. Now, all of them have always taken the top 3 honors in one way or another, because at those 5 festivals, these 3 bottles have walked away with 2 bronze, 2 silver, 22 gold, and a platinum medal. This one took a platinum, and they all share one gold medal for best packaging, the bottles, and the whole. Because once they drank and they voted, then they got to see the packages, and we got which is fun to tell girls that I got a gold medal for best package. I tell one girl, my wife, right. But I tell all the rest, and I don't show them.
I hope their expectations are set correctly.
I don't show them, but I tell them.
All right, so tell me this, the Anejo, Reposado, Blanco, Anejo.
Anejo, yeah.
Does that mean like old, or does that have to do with like years?
Yes. The categories, if you have a tequila, the categories are Blanco, silver, white, whatever you want to call it. That is unaged tequila. Every tequila brand has a silver tequila. We call ours Blanco, as in white, the Spanish word for white. And then you have 3 other categories. A Reposado. Now there's several others too, but traditionally it's a Reposado, which is a Spanish word that means slightly rested. And the criteria for that is 3 to 9 months in whatever barrel the master distiller chooses. Then there's an Anejo, which is 1 to 2 years in the barrel. And then there's an extra Anejo, anything over 3 years. And this is 3.5 years in the bourbon barrel. This one is 9 months. So that's fully matured Reposado in 2 barrels separately, bourbon and cognac. So 2 full-body Reposados, and then we blend those 2 together to make that. And they're all gorgeous. But again, they could not be what they are without this being the foundation. With that, it has to be good tequila to begin with.
I feel like every day I wake up, I'm Reposado.
Yeah, slightly rested.
Slightly rested,
yes, you are.
Not rested
You're
enough.
catching on there, Rick.
That really is something else, man.
Yeah.
That really is something else. So the Anejo Reposado, slightly rested. Anejo. I got to put a little extra Anejo on it.
Any of you that have ever seen Spanish written, there's an N and there's a little squiggly line over it. There's not always a squiggly line over the N,
accent mark.
But whenever there is, it's Añejo.
Añejo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I can't go, Alex Anejo Reymundo.
Yes, you could do it.
Well, I love the tequila. It's so good. I understand that you partnered with Ron White, and you've been doing stand-up for quite a while, and that's where I messed up on I blanked for a second. You know, because you've done, see, now I just blanked again on what I was supposed to say.
I'll help you.
All right, so coming to the stage,
you see the specials on Showtime, Comedy Central, and Netflix.
Right, I went, and Netflix.
Yeah.
How did you get started into comedy, and what got you going in that direction? And I don't think you're from Louisville.
No, I'm not from Louisville. I'm a Fort Worth, Texas boy, and by way of Acapulco, Mexico. But I moved to Texas when I was 2. Grew up in that area. I started bartending in a comedy club at the age of 22, nice. And by the time I hit 23, which I'd only been there 8 or 9 months, and I decided to try my hand at stand-up because I was watching all these other stand-up comics come in and out, and I'd never experienced it live like that. Mm-hmm. I had seen Howie Mandel, I'd seen Bill Cosby, Richard Pryor, and here we go.
Here's the star of the show.
Hey, come say hi. It's my dog, Happy, everybody.
Hello, Happy.
And she's a good girl. Aren't you, Happy? Anyway, I discovered stand-up there, and I fell in love with it. I discovered an art form that I didn't know. I knew it existed, but when you see it live, for anybody, different. If you've never seen stand-up live, it's such a great experience, and it's a way to. I have so many friends that are very famous, and or some that aren't, but they've been on television, and I almost don't like to see my friends on television because it's so much better live. Mm-hmm. And that's how I met Ron. Before I even started stand-up, he walked into that same comedy club to do amateur night, the first time ever that he had ever performed, and he walked up to the bar, ordered a Budweiser and a shot of tequila. Obviously, it wasn't this tequila,
right?
And I was the bartender, and that's where Ron and I met, and we had a great time. We came out of the same club, toured the nation, making nothing. But we started this little company. We became partners because we were always friends, and we were touring together in 2011. And we just went down to Mexico for fun, and that whole story I told you earlier happened. Mm-hmm. And when I said that's the best tequila I've ever had, Ron said, Alex, and he was talking about that bottle because he's a Scotch drinker, or was. He said, that's the best drink of liquor I've ever had. Mm-hmm. And then the rest of that happened when I asked the distiller, hey, you know,
can you do this?
Can we, you know, where can I drink it? And he told us we couldn't, and then we said, yes, we can. Mm-hmm. It all worked out.
Very cool. But I understand your father was in the Navy.
Yeah.
Thank him for his service.
Yes.
How did your Navy father feel about the stand-up? You 22, you know, how did that work out?
You know, I had great parents. My mother's still alive. My dad passed many years ago. But I had great parents in the sense that they encouraged us to do whatever we wanted to do. They always had advice. I mean, they came to this country, you know, they came to this country to give us a better opportunity in everything and them. But my mom and dad were always of the kind that said, hey, whatever you're going to do, be great, don't quit, and have fun.
Oh, nice.
And they were pretty supportive of anything that me and my brothers and sisters wanted to attempt. And I'm proud to say, I say this of my mother and father, that all of my brothers and sisters, including myself, are entrepreneurs.
Oh,
you
nice.
know, we've always we worked for other people at times and made work for other people at another time in our life, but for the most part, we're all self-employed.
Well, working for other people, you can learn a lot.
Absolutely.
You learn how to be reliable, show up on time. You know how to be a follower, because it's hard to be a leader if you don't know how to follow. I learned that being in the military myself.
I learned a lot of that in sports.
Yes. Yeah.
But so my mom and dad, you know, and I honor my dad. I think I said that I put his face on the neck of every bottle. So yeah, he was cool with me doing whatever I wanted to do.
Well, I've read something on your website. I think it's about the extra Anejo.
There you go.
I'm getting better. It's something like 9.6 years.
Okay, so not this one. This one, okay, again, 8 years in the ground and then 3.5 years. So this is an 11, 12-year-old bottle. But we have a bottle, which I don't have one here.
Okay.
Hang on. I have a bottle. So this bottle is what we call Juan in a Million. We only made 3,000 of these. We put away 2,500 liters of white tequila when we first started the company and basically aged it for 10 years, 9.6 years in the barrel. And it's a very unique bottle. We only made 3,000 of them. And I mean, Happy's excited about it.
Mm-hmm. Happy loves it.
It looks a little different. It looks like the same bottle, right? But the inlays are all hand-painted gold. And it's amazing. It's got a wax dipped cap, flat black label. Amazing tequila. You can still get this bottle. And I want to say there's only probably about 400 of these still available.
Well, why 9.6 years? Why not 10 or 9?
It's just when we decided to pull it.
That was the time.
Yeah, we just were like, hey, let's go ahead and get this project started. And it took a lot of. What you see, everybody, I've designed everything. The box it comes in, these come just bottles, right? Mm. But this one comes in this magnificent box. And that took a while to design and do all that stuff. So we pulled the tequila, and we were nervous because something that old can either be, well, it can go great or it can go sour. Right. You know, not sour, but it could not be. There was a possibility that it wouldn't be as good as this one. And for the people that love this bottle, when they drink this one, when they're lucky enough, if they take a sip of this one, they're like, oh my God.
It's a touch pricey, but it's not crazy. But $3.50-ish, something like that.
If you go to a normal liquor store, between $5 and $6.50.
Okay.
Online, you can get it for, I want to say a little over $3.
I think it's $3.52.
$3.52. If you use the discount code Alex, it's another 10% off. So $35 off
That's
of that.
That's Number JUAN Tequila.
Yeah, this is a bad boy.
Yeah,
they're all bad boys.
Yeah. I think this is a $30 or $40, $50 or $60, and this is $70 or $80. I'm close, right?
Yeah, the retail, 40 to 48, 50 to 60, 95 to 110, 115. But online, right. take off $15 to $20 off of each bottle. Mm-hmm. Online. That's our gift to you.
Well, I don't
nationwide, by the way, nationwide, whoever you want to ship it to.
So you can ship it to Kentucky, because I know Kentucky has some issues sometimes. We're not...
No, you can ship it anywhere. I think the only states we can't ship to And it's a company that ships it for us, everybody. But it's straight from our website, and you do get the savings. But it's, I want to say Connecticut, Massachusetts, maybe Connecticut. I think there's 2 or 3 states.
No, we don't like those guys anyway.
You know.
There's only a couple people up there.
Yeah.
But man, well, sounds like a crazy journey you've been on with the tequilas. I can't imagine how long it's taken you to figure all this out.
I'm still figuring it out.
Right.
You know,
well, I'm glad you're in Kentucky. What brought you to Kentucky?
I married a Kentucky girl 30 years ago, and I highly recommend Ohio Valley women to the world. They're wonderful. They're beautiful. I got a good one. And I got married 30 years ago, and I've made my home here in Louisville most of that time. And I love it. I love it. Even though I'm a Texas boy and in the state of the heart, I like Kentucky.
Well, I do love Texas also. I get you. I'm from Louisville myself, but I got some friends down there in San Antonio, so I spend a lot of time in Texas. And right now with the weather,
I remember you saying that.
Yeah, and with the weather I'd kind of rather be there now.
Yeah,
it might snow here in a couple hours.
Texas is definitely a state of the heart. I have a joke I always like to say, but the land difference, you know, compared to Kentucky, I always say Texas is like my first girlfriend, flat and brown.
Yeah, there is a difference. Yes. No doubt about it. Anything else you want to add? A story about the tequila that got you to where you're going? What kind of trials and tribulations did you have?
Well, I just want to say, you know, it's a labor of love. You know, stand up is my gig. That's what makes me money. This is my passion, and I just wanted to drink it, and now I just want to share it. So if you're hearing this, if you're seeing this, and if you have not tried this, if you're in the state of Kentucky, you know, ask your local liquor store to pick it up. They may have it already, or your bar or restaurant that you hang out in, and that's available in a lot of states. Do that everywhere you go. But if you want to just get a bottle right away and then start searching for it, because then you will want to search for it, go online and get it. And again, use that discount code. And it's just, again, full-time comic. And I can't believe that I've taken on this full-time job of being the founder and the president of this company, because it takes almost all of my time when I'm not on stage. And the beautiful thing is I'm 13 years into it, and I'm not tired of it.
Nice.
I'm not tired of it.
Right.
I'm not tired of getting up early and sitting at that computer for a long time and trying to figure out what's what.
Reposado?
Reposado. I did radio this morning, and I have one rule. If anybody interviews me, they have to drink with me. So I've been drinking since 8 a.m., everybody. And I'm sipping away, and it's beautiful. And I just want to share this tequila with everybody. So, you know,
I mean, it is great. It is great.
Amazing. So,
does the tequila help you with when you're writing material, or does it hurt you?
It always helps.
It always helps.
Tequila helps with everything. You can bump your toe, and it hurts, and it helps. You could be down one day, and it helps. Tequila's a stimulant. That's what everybody should know. Everything else that you drink is a depressant. The agave plant is a stimulant. It lowers blood sugar. It lowers cholesterol. It's gluten-free. It's got probiotics. I don't know what those are, but I'm pooping better. I think
that's important.
That's important.
That's
important. And I think the only thing tequila has ever increased is the population.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's good for you. It's good and good for you.
Good for everybody. Loosens up the.
Well, this is kind of cool. You're in my home right now, everybody. Mm-hmm. Welcome to Casa de Reymundo. We're down in the basement bar. But if I have a party, and if I have a party, I never have more than 15 people over, because then it's too crowded, right? But when I do, I make a concoction called the Juan Cosmo out of this bottle. It's basically a cosmopolitan made with Blanco tequila instead of vodka. And I have a baseball, you know, the igloo cooler at the door. And I don't let anybody in the house.
They got to have one.
They got to have one on the way in. And they're so delicious that people go, oh, I want another one of those. And people will have one or two on the way in. And it's a perfect party starter. And so when they come in, if you do that at the door, you'll notice the noise level gets a little higher, and it just becomes a great party because everybody loosens up. So it definitely loosens up the
That's
situation. Something
that because you had brought, you made us some margaritas the first time I met you.
Right.
They were great, right. And then on your websites also there's a couple recipes.
Yeah. Yeah.
For each one of these, I can't remember the name of the drinks. There's
all kinds of recipes.
There's a smoothie type. There's a skinny margarita. Is that what you called it? I think.
Yeah, skinny margaritas.
We've had the red Mexican.
Red Mexican is delicious.
Yeah.
We've got 2 forms of recipes on the website, everybody. Some that are speed bar friendly, super easy to make, and then we had one of the best mixologists in Vegas create some cocktails for us, and so most of those are on the website. Check it out. I prefer it neat. Drink it neat, just the way we're drinking it right now. I think it's the best way to enjoy tequila. But you know, some people like cocktails, and they're delicious. So check them out and make whatever you want. Look at that. I'm still a bartender.
Does such a fine job. Fine job. Well, I appreciate the time you've given us here. Quite frankly, I don't know. I could probably sit here and talk to you for hours about all these other things, but you've got jokes to tell and things to promote, and I don't want to feel like taking up too much of your time. Although
it's been fun.
I appreciate it.
I should say this: it's been fun knowing you. I've only known you maybe 3 months now.
Maybe,
and we've crossed paths. This is our third time.
And right?
Each time it gets more and more fun. Look at us.
And the second time I cornered him. I touched base with him about this interview, and I waited till he had a couple of tequilas in him. He was feeling friendly. His daughter was there, so it was harder for him to say no.
Yeah.
So I appreciate
you did ask me right in front of her.
Right after I asked your friends from Illusion, I'll be talking to them here soon.
Yeah.
Those guys are next on the list. So stay tuned. Illusion Bourbon. I got 2 of those in the silent auction. So
I never keep other liquors in my bar, but we met them, and it is a nice bourbon.
Yeah, they seem like nice people.
Yeah, Scott and Tracy, I think, are the founders of that.
I'm working on getting that scheduled with them. You just happen to be so close and friendly and willing to work with us. So.
Hey.
But I appreciate your time. Number JUAN Tequila, thank you.
Yeah, I like... you never have to twist my arm to introduce us to people. You know, as Ron always says, we're not trying to keep it a secret. Check it out, everybody. Order numberjuantequila.com. Do not forget to use the discount code. Oh, this is very important too. Because it's being shipped, there's a $20 flat shipping fee. And that's whether you buy 1 bottle or up to 12. So it makes sense to buy, if you buy 4 of them, it has to be these 4, but it can't be these 4. But if you buy any combination of anything, it's like if you buy 4, then it's just $5 shipping. So
and some of that's because of the packing, because we can't let that break. That would be
they do all the packing. I'm just saying it's a deal when you buy more than 1 bottle. You will save money on shipping, and so know that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you. Thanks, Rick.
Thank you.